The tranquil courtyard of the Battle Creek Sanitarium stood as an oasis of serenity inside the grim institution's walls. While the world outside struggled through the everyday horrors, here, among the sagging fountains and the walls that had been shriveled by wine-like hedges, sat Mouse, a pale, natural beauty with eyes that scarcely existed and hardly focused, sipping away at frigid tea. Suddenly, an irritable sailor came pounding into the clear blue sentenced once oriental patio. His face had been carved out of immense experience and well wrinkled by the brine and sun. "What's this, then?" he growled. A little girl nestled down on her knees amid toy scenery, while the rest of the world carries on its load until it capsizes under it. Mouse stated that she was far from being a mere juvenile. Drenched in intense devotion, she asserted, "I am Mouse, and this is my zone, a system changed, an abnormal fraternization made out of passion and insanity." Mouse's statement had a burden disproportionate to her size, as if sheer actuality was subservient to her resolve. The sailor chuckled throatily. "Insanity? Well, if you can imagine, I have seen enough of it myself. I can tell you that it's no carnival for eating cotton candy or riding the Ferris wheel. Madness peels man apart and leaves him in the depths of the ocean of tortured dreams, lamentations. It's not a pretty scene." Mouse's eyes lifted to find his. "Ah, but you do not yet fully understand the fine points of madness, my friend. It is actually the very entrance to the vibrant and throbbing chambers inside the human mind, wherein hides the curious country of love, so complex, so hard to define. The true meaning of love is seen the best from inside madness, cut loose from all standards of measure and morality. Here, the heart's desires are cut and run, racing down their grey course, burning a hot trail to the limit of life itself. It is a country where pain and pleasure eye one another in shameless emulation or fare forth hand in hand, raised over the head of all things, destroyed and destroyed together, or woven through the heart of power forms into a still and mortal ambuscade." The sailor grunted, floundering, at first, in an attempt to reply, but Mouse's slender, custodial hand commanded obedient silence. The sailor's eyes twinkled with a wicked contentment when he approached, drawn by some dreadful but unseen power. "Come hither, my mate, and join me for some tea." Her tone was woven with the promise of untold truths. "I reckon you have a lot to learn." The words were suspension lines of allurement to investigate the rabbit hole of sanity and fancy. Darkness swathed his countenance, veiling the nature of his yearnings. The senses explained volumes about the intuitions of a wretchedness expounded in something curtailed, something far beyond average. The atmosphere itself grew chokingly dense, electrified to the point of thrill. Still, his invitation was certain and inescapable. To dismiss the madness that was swimming through the mariner's parameters would be to overlook a passage into less discernible perils and adventures of the mind. After a premeditative sigh, the arduous choice was finally conquered with to track, to unearth and to merge with the pandemonium yet to unfold.